The other chairs are like where it's at.
Robbie comes up to me, he says he has a feature, and I'm like, I'm looking for his name on the pairings, I'm like...
Oh, is it for a different card game?
I would imagine Vanguard.
Before we start, I just want to let you know I have a 14 card side deck. Yeah, I told you my deck list was
That's alright.
So I think it's Burning Abyss. Yeah, it's Burning Abyss versus
Yeah, we haven't played since like Rhode Island, like last year.
Dragon.
Do a demolish.
Dragon Soul Charge deck.
Hopefully you don't get payback.
I played your brother in the same tournament. He also demolished me.
Yeah. We played the same exact deck card for card.
You guys are just better than me that day. Or every day.
We don't gotta win.
Is play enough. If you grab a handful of guards, you can throw them at a board.
Hopefully this week.
Some will stick.
See what Blue Eyes is gonna do here. Oh man.
I don't think I'm doing that.
What's up? I'll go first.
So we have Burning Abyss going first versus Blue Eyes White Dragon. Blue Eyes, Matt's deck has no outs to Vandy's Emptiness, so there's no Twin Twisters in the deck at all.
Are we good to?
Yeah,
In the main, no twin in the main, so floodgates basically are just non-existent.
Start the clock now.
Card of Consonance, Stone of Ancient, Silver Cry, Melody, Dragon Shrine. So this hand is pretty much insane over there.
Draw phase, main phase.
And Burning Abyss has a strike, which actually doesn't do anything to his hand. So he opens to a god, doesn't really matter.
Fact. My bad. That's fine.
Draft, special.
Or is it Burning Abyss? Same thing as Nats?
That was. I played Burning Abyss BA or Burning Abyss Inferno at Nats. In my head, it was just the best idea. I'm like, oh, no way I can lose. And then I got Solemn Strike round one. I'm like, this deck's not really that good. Effect, yeah. I'm both three.
So he's playing BA Monarch, so really tough matchup for Matt actually.
Hope it's still concealed when I'm playing.
I don't know if those cards are.
Be prepared for my surprise.
Here. Special BA from hand, obviously.
Reveal.
Yeah.
I'm both three.
Maxi Pantheism. Something else.
Unused Pantheism.
Two Pantheisms.
I'll activate.
Yeah.
Draws into Domain and
I'll activate Prime. And I'll upgrade Dante. End-phase trauma effect.
So no back row means that the silver drive doesn't do anything to any actual card. He drew alternative turns. He has a lot of options here. He could Ravine. He can Melody first, discard the stone, and then add a Blue Eyes and another Blue Eyes, or Blue Eyes and an alternative. I'll probably add Blue Eyes and an alternative. So then he plays Ravine, discards, summons the alternative, discards, plays Ravine. No, I wouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
I would discard the stone because the Ravine searches for card constant.
What's going on?
Ravine searches for
Alternatives and inherent summon?
Yeah.
Ravine searches for Corseska, which also is just a tuner to make the thing. So I don't think that was the right play.
Yes.
And then he could have card a consonants if he wanted. He could Goliath and another stone, so I guess it didn't matter. Like making a Spear Dragon right here is like unlikely just because of the issue. So that's why I would have.
Yes.
So I guess he's trying to get the
I'll
features to be
respond
used.
with
So he can Ravine and then Silver Stride.
attach, Dante. I'll go Farfetch, Chainlink 1, target Stone.
Dante has to be Chainlink 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dante, Chainlink 1, target Graph, and then Farfetch, target Stone.
Rescue.
Thanks.
Thank you, Judge Dank.
So I'd expect
Such dank.
Ravine,
Yes.
dump Goliath.
Yes. Okay, Beatrice, Chainlink 1, Seer, Chainlink 2, target Dante.
The Peppermint.
Dante, target Seer.
Which I guess doesn't matter.
Oh, no,
You're using Seer.
Yeah, my bad. Like, something doesn't look right.
Use Beatrice to pop.
Beatrice and Dante.
No, no.
Beatrice and Seer. Beatrice and Seer.
Beatrice and Seer.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry.
So
Activate.
Ravine, dump Goliath,
Yes.
dump card for Silver
To
Scribe.
add or
I discard them.
And then he can
Okay.
battle every monster on the side of the field. He
I'm gonna
can
send.
Silver Scry in the battlefield, or in a battlefield. Silver Scry for Spirit, attack Prime. Tribute for Blue Eyes, and attack another monster. And then overlay main phase 2 for I'll say
I'll just shuffle whenever you draw or anything.
spin the Dante, or you could, or I guess he's doing it now.
That's fine.
I guess he's gonna try to overlay first.
No, you're good.
Pilgrim.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's in between.
Here he is popping. Could have actually just made Alpha after he attacked with stuff. Then he would have a stone and another. He would have had a stone trigger and a stone on the field. So he doesn't.
Sorry.
He doesn't play full armor.
Card was good for like a week and a half.
Okay. So,
Effects?
yes. So do you go first and then I go?
I believe the
Or
cost
same
is
time.
to send.
Yeah. Okay. Then I banish 3 monsters.
The cost is to send first, and then you banish 3.
Okay.
Period. You have to send 3 different names. You can banish anything. Any monster.
So Arcbrave. Something. Oh, Arcbrave with stone, so you can trigger 2 stones with him. And probably an alternative, to be honest. There's no other card you want to send. Maybe a white stone, but then you have to add blue eyes, and you don't want to do that. It's probably either alternative or Procesca. He sends white stone.
And I banish 3. Is it 3? Any 3?
3 monsters.
Okay.
Period.
Yeah, mine have to be different names right now.
Okay.
That's what.
Okay.
After effects.
I need to attack.
I can attack 2 monsters.
Okay.
So attack Dante with material and
Yes.
attack
I go
Pilgrim.
Dante effect. Target. Target's far from. When you declare an attack, activate his effect.
Okay.
Start the draw card. You shuffle a card?
I don't
Feel free
know.
to, yeah.
I'll just cut.
I'll always offer.
I don't think he went in for anything.
For the banish.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'll go effective this guy. I'll start with this guy. What's a reading player we'd like to danger? Mine.
You're gonna
I'd
replay.
still probably attack Pilgrim just because, like,
No, I'll still hit him.
Okay. I'll effective him.
Pick a card.
Yeah. Odd even. That one.
lose the blue eyes, but doesn't matter.
Make it 2.
Yeah. Okay.
And face.
Okay. And face storm effects.
His
You get
turn
yourself-
player is.
Oh yeah, so you're.
I want to use both decks.
Okay.
So it gets 2 dragons.
Oh,
Oh,
they're
spirit
banished.
and a blue eyes.
Summon from the deck, right?
I don't know if I would not put the spirit in attack mode because
Then my
if
storm.
he doesn't have blue eyes in hand, then. Well, I guess if he does have 2 blue eyes, I think, in hand, so it doesn't matter. But
Put it
if he
in
did,
backwards.
then
My mistake.
Beatrice can like ram it. So if he didn't have a blue eyes in hand, the Beatrice does ram it.
Draw for turn.
Yep. 10 buckets.
Okay.
Arc break.
There we go.
Yeah. So Arc Brave will special summon the Goliath. And Goliath makes it where he can make Beatrice's turn. And basically, if he doesn't triple summon an attack over the Goliath, then he doesn't do anything.
Okay. Who do you target?
I was wondering how that came out.
Okay. There we go. He's like, I can't special.
So now he can't make Beatrice.
We can't special summon.
He can't make Pallades until he clears the Goliath.
It's both players.
So, only thing Nick can do is Farfoot.
Oh, just my extra deck though.
Yeah, you can normal summon Farfoot and then banish it, but then next turn Goliath comes back, and if he doesn't clear Darkmire is just attacking. Blue Eyes and Goliath are just attacking as a monster. If he kills Stone, he gets a Blue Eyes. If he doesn't kill Stone, then he can Synchro for Spirit or Serpent. It's really bad either way. I think Nick has like almost all BAs in his hand.
Maybe.
So I guess he's just searching for Stormforce. And Stormforce, the Dark Matter.
Mind if I check your turn?
Oh yeah. Am I so good to?
Yeah, you can't do it fine. Sorry. Oh, you got Prime. Probably already have it.
I don't mind. I'm watching my favorite deck play. More Blue Eyes. We got Mr. Colin joining us for commentary on Blue Eyes versus BA Monarch.
Hello again.
I can barely hear you, and you will not hear me.
Hello.
Yeah.
Use the effect target.
I've just been doing this the whole time.
You have a revival.
Nah.
Hello.
That's weird.
What? 3-1. What about you? Nice. I lost a 40-minute game 1 mirror. Yeah.
Remember you did? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he normal summoned Farfa and then banished Goliath, which didn't make any sense because now he just dies next turn if that's what he did.
This mic just not work.
Like he gets to make a Beatrice, but there's a
Upgrade
stone
my
and everything
Dante
else
to
like
Beatrice.
going on. There's actually
peop-
like too much
Can
crap.
people on the stream hear me through your mic or only on my? Or can? Yeah, I don't know.
You should be able to hear it too. Like they should be able to hear you too.
Yeah, I don't know. I have the chat open, so if someone says something. Can you hear me through his mic or can you hear me through my mic? Like you're moving so.
Living effect. Sorry.
They have 23 minutes left.
No one's chatting.
So I think Matthew has a Blue Eyes in his hand. So when he declares an attack to try to crash with Dragon Spirit, he'll just tribute. Oh, I guess not. Or he just does that. I don't think that was a good idea.
Like upgrading.
Thank you. Special.
All his monsters get big.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
He's trying to make another breaks
That's so funny.
or Dante or whatever. Make a break sword. Yeah.
How do we know which mic you can hear through? Well, if you can hear me well, then I'll just keep talking.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So he's gonna break sword to target dark matter because there's no there hasn't been a
Go detach.
Return of Dragon Lords been used.
Target this card.
I just jumped into this game
Target-
state, so he's not playing in Phantom Knights, I'm guessing. So, right, so he can't do it. So he's trying to force him out for some reason to something Blue Eyes. Do we know what his face down is?
Huh?
Do we know what his face down is?
No, I can't remember what it's face down. I think it's a prime. Oh, it's a prime. It's a prime.
Okay.
So he's trying to make a Pallades this turn as well. So he targeted the prime, the set, and the dragon spirit. Which I guess he doesn't have a blue eyes in hand. So that means his card in hand is like alternative or something.
So what's interesting is that I know for a fact that BA and Monarchs both beat Blue Eyes. But I'm not sure because BA Monarch like.
Oh, this game then.
Oh yeah, let's get this game. Well.
Because he just pops that, and Volcasaurus can still attack the White Stone, or the Stone of Ancients.
Yeah.
And he just makes F-Zero. Yeah, this game.
Nice. Yeah, so I'd assume if both Monarch and BA have a free Blue Eyes matchup, that Monarch BA would win. Like, the matchup as well.
Yeah. Monarch BA is way tougher.
Yeah. I think BA only have a good matchup if you play all the Solemns. But the thing is, with the Solemns, you don't need to open them. Like they need to be in your deck because Blue Eyes they can't kill you, so you end up lasting like every Blue Eyes game goes like 3 million turns, and you just stop them from making something. And then if you eventually draw into Solemn, literally any point in the game, just a Solemn, then when they go into anything, then that cuts off 2 of their big monsters, and then now they have nothing, and you can usually just Farfa and kill them.
Yeah.
If they just keep all their big guys, they aren't really doing anything, and then you just can like Corbage. Like they'll get 1 turn of Azure Eyes, but then you can Corbage it and then like try to stop them from going into another Spirit if you don't have a Solemn yet. So
that's I think that every Blue Eyes player should actually be siding Mirror of the Ice Bearer. That's what I was siding.
Oh yeah.
Like the only way that they beat you is if they're Corbaging you, break sorting cards when you don't have return. And like F-Zeros and stuff. So like if they're not doing that, then they're farfering your monsters, and then you just beat their Beatrices by that.
Yeah, Mirror of the Ice Bearer seems like probably the best side Blue Eyes can have for.
It also makes the match go quicker because you don't want to have a long game versus BA. You don't want to have a long game versus anyone because your deck is just poke with 3,000 for like, to be honest, and sit with the Tau like castle monster.
Yeah, Ghost Reaper is always good too.
Yeah, I was siding Ghost Reaper and Mirror of the Ice Bearer.
Yeah, if you have 6 side out, then that's like.
Yeah.
If you draw any of those, they're all auto wins. So. Yeah. I really wish they just like announced the ban list because I want to like, just like think of new decks to build.
Yeah.
What?
Everyone keeps making Dark Matter versus this BA.
I don't know what any of the
deck,
ABC cards do.
I don't know what any of the ABC stuff does either.
What? What's up? How are you doing? Good.
Everyone keeps making this damn Dark Matter though, and I don't think Dark Matter is like. I think Dark Matter is amazing, but there's not enough monsters in your deck to just send, and it doesn't really have pressure versus a Monarch deck.
Yeah, it's like
it just gets Stormforked. It's just a 4,000 that you hope that you're gaming with, I guess.
Or Volcod, like you just saw.
I would have rather just like made Alcé or something like.
So something interesting when we were thinking about Blue Eyes, because like we like thought about it at least, because like we wanted to think if it was viable, and something we thought of that was interesting is playing the card that like is basically a domain. What's that one called again? I don't remember. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's a monster that's. Oh no, Ryan told me about it. Ryan Levine, because we live like really close to each other, so he comes over like all the time.
Okay.
And I don't know like what it's called, but basically he said if you can make it's like a 2-card combo. It's like if you can make Dark Matter, then you can summon off your guy like something. I don't know how it works, but you can basically summon like a body that's literally domain.
Oh yeah, you're talking about a Goliath. That's what he did, but then he just got Farfoot.
Oh okay, yeah.
And he had way more cards, I guess, so he just got to game him. But like, if he didn't have all the BAs that he had in his hand, then Matthew would have actually won the game.
Yeah.
So I guess Matt decided to go first because he's siding in Chaos Trap Holes and stuff. That hand's good.
Yeah. Okay, so Chaos Trap Hole is probably the best card against the stack. If you open Chaos Trap Hole going first against BA Monarch, there's like almost no hand BA Monarch can open that's like.
So he has left arm offering, but he didn't open anything else.
Oh, yeah. What? I didn't see. I'll check.
So he has a White Stone in his hand, an alternative, So Whitestone
Left
set,
arm offering. So
alternative,
banish your hold to. Do you know what it does? Yeah. Okay.
and
Because if you soul charge, you'll already win the game. But the bad thing is like
yeah.
if you can
He
already
drew
break
left
that
arm
deck,
offering,
so, like,
but it didn't do anything because he didn't have any.
yeah, that's the thing. Is like everyone has obviously thought of left arm offering in this deck because soul charge is broken. But the thing
Yeah.
is left arm offering in this deck is this deck can already brick enough itself.
Mhm.
And then if you draw a left arm offering and you aren't having your stuff going, you literally lose. Because
Yep.
you have to, your other cards has to be, you have to be able to like with like 2 cards be just like go off, and that's like really unrealistic. So I don't think it's good.
Yes. So Matthew wants Nick to summon a monster and punch.
Yeah.
He wants this Whitestone to die because that's the only way his deck is actually going to do anything.
Oh wow, he had a real good hand.
His hand
Yeah,
was
the only way
crazy.
this deck can basically beat Chaos Trap Bulls is if they open Terror Top.
I was also main decking Maxi because I didn't want to.
Oh yeah,
I feel like the only matchups I'm going to ever lose to is a grinded out BA deck and Monarchs, and I'm just going to take my loss versus Monarchs because the match is
Yeah.
already difficult anyways.
yeah, I think that could be a good strategy because like game 1, you're probably unless you main deck like if you go hard for Monarchs, if you expect like a lot of Monarchs, you could go hard and main deck
Yeah.
like floodgates for them anti-spell and stuff. But if you like most of the time you're probably at an ARG like at this event especially you're
Yeah.
probably going to play a good amount of both BA and Monarchs. So I'd probably do that too is
Yeah.
like main deck stuff for
I was main decking Maxis, and I was the only traps I was playing was an Emptiness, a Warning, and a Scolding. Because like if you make a board and you protect it with Scolding, then it's pretty good. And that's
Yeah.
Scolding's good also versus Monarchs.
You could just I think the Solemns are so well positioned right now. Like I know BA like gets around it kind of, but
Yeah.
like if you go first and open a Solemn, like even if you just open like a strike like during the game, like striking a Farfa can be game.
Yeah.
You know, like strike is in the morning is so good, and contrary to popular belief, they're insane against Monarchs. Like
Yeah.
strike is on like some people don't realize that. Like I play 3 strike and warning in BA, and I never sided out against Monarch because like. Sure, like sometimes your stuff will get error
But you can just strike the Ether in hand, and then it's like having like deflector for the Stormforth on your turn kind of thing, but it just kills the fucking.
Yeah, you have to. It's not even just deflector for Stormforth because then the Aether dies too, so you don't have to deal with it next turn. So like, and then you end up farfering the Erebus, so because you want to keep it on field, so they can't add back the Aether, and then they usually don't have another Monarch to follow up, and then you win. So
Yeah.
Strike and Warning are insane right now. Like they haven't been good for a really long time, generally, but like right now they're just.
Why is he
really
just setting?
well-positioned.
He had he had Melody, so he could have Melody pitched the stone that he just set, and then left arm offering, I think.
Hedge? Yeah. Yeah, if he had Melody, then that was bad. Yeah.
I also don't like. I like Soul Charge. Like the Soul Charge is obviously busted in the deck.
Yeah, you win.
But I don't want to have a dedicated deck dedicated only to Soul Charge because going second, if your deck is dedicated to Soul Charge, then you're like playing behind. Like you can make a big board, but you can't clear the monsters.
Yeah.
So they get a turn to like attempt to clear with the monsters they have on board, and then they get another turn of like they get to also have like normal summons and stuff too.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you build left arm offering, you go second against Monarchs. I think like against BA, if you Soul Charge ever, you're probably gonna win.
Yeah.
But against Monarchs, if you go second, like if you Soul Charge the field, you can't attack. But then they're just gonna like they can Stormforth Erebus.
Yeah,
you.
they can just
That's
like
2 monsters gone already, and then you're just like, real behind. So, yeah.
and everyone's playing escalation, so like that's even scarier if you're playing Soul Charge because you're like pay all these life points, and then they broke my board. They killed all my monsters before I even got to like make a board.
Through commentating this, I've just come to the conclusion that Blue Eyes just can't beat Monarchs. They literally just can't ever. I don't think it's ever possible unless you like a round 1 match.
Yeah.
You have to be playing BA Monarchs, not even dedicated Monarchs, and you have to get them game lost.
Oh my gosh. So I entered a PS4 tournament which happened during ARG Orlando. I wanted to go to ARG. Yeah.
He's a good commentator.
Yeah, I'm a good commentator. So I was playing against Monarchs, and I make Harbinger, which is like the only monster that we actually have versus the deck. But I make Harbinger and stuff, and so I get game 1 because Harbinger and like Solemns is pretty strong and Valor's strong.
Yeah.
But then game 2 and 3, like the deck doesn't have like this consistent factor. So I bricked game 2, and then game 3 I just drew mediocre, and Stormforth is the best card versus every Blue Eyes card that I have in my deck. So like they just win
can't
anyways. and he was playing domain, so it was even worse. That I can't make an extra deck until I kill his monster.
Yeah, that's probably worse. Like, because like, not because domain is so like it is pretty like oppressive, but it's mainly the fact that against Blue Eyes, you really don't go into your extra deck. If you're playing dedicated, like not B8 Monarchs, if you're playing dedicated extra deck Monarchs, you don't go into your extra deck that much because you want to Stormforth them. It's like the Cosmo matchup. You want to Stormforth them on both turns, on your turn and their turn, and you literally just win by doing that. And so domain doesn't have the option to extra deck, but you're not going to use your extra deck much anyways. So it's kind of like you just get this free domain access that like the other builds don't have.
Yeah.
So I guess, but the Blue Eyes, like, it just like happens to have a slightly better Blue Eyes matchup. But I mean, every Monarch, if you're playing Stormforth in your deck, then you're gonna have like a free Blue Eyes matchup regardless.
It's not just Stormforth too. It's like domain gets over every Monarch. I mean, every Blue Eyes monster.
Yeah.
So if I'm not like saving my,
you play 3, so if they banish, you can just get another one too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'll return to the Dragon Lord, save a alternative, and they're just like, okay, cool. When you activate effect, they drop another Monarch, and you're just like, man, again.
The only time I think extra deck would probably be better is actually if they open Soul Charge, which is kind of funny, because then you just like you can like bait out their whatevers and then like try to Volk Source them. It probably won't happen because of the whatever you call it, Azure Eyes.
Yeah,
but like it's another Eider win con.
I was playing Brilliant Fusion Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
Because if you open Brilliant Fusion Stone or a Brilliant Fusion Sage, you get to add a Veiler, you get to make a Crystal Wing because you make Stardust Charge. Stardust Charge draws a card. You summon Galaxy Serpent, and then you make the Crystal. And like even if they Stormforth the Crystal, you can reborn it with the Return of the Dragon Lords. So I think that was like far better than just opening a Spirit. Because like Spirit, if they like Stormforth, then you have to tribute away, and then like they still contribute the thing, so it doesn't actually help you. And Crystal beats every deck. It ruins Cosmos, and it lets you go into battle phase versus Monarchs. So like if they Stormforth, you're just like, okay, negate the Monarch in your hand, and Crystal.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Crystal Wings. If you can get that out, your deck's pretty good.
Huh?
Yeah, Crystal Wing.
Yeah, Crystal Wing is amazing. I think that card's insane.
Yeah. Someone in the comments is like, "Damn, Blue Eyes is trash."
I don't think that you should also play 2 White Stone Legends. That's the worst stone in the deck. It adds Blue Eyes. The one that adds the Blue Eyes, not the one that specials one.
White Stone. Oh, okay.
He's playing. He killed one and one was face down. So like that sucks.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that one's not that good. Yeah, I beat Blue Eyes this round actually in like 5 minutes. That's why I was able to commentate this. Game 1 I went first. Game 2 I Gamma Sealed him. I mean, I didn't need to Gamma Seal him, but like that ends the match right there.
Yeah, I know. Like I showed a couple of people the deck. I told them like try to get them to play the build that I wanted them to play or whatever. Because I was thinking, well, there's a lot of going to be a BA, so main max C, and there's going to be Monarchs, so like just side like deflectors and anti spells, and then you can like cover the Monarch matchup.
The problem
if you go
with
first.
the Monarch matchup is going second, game 2 and 3, because like there's no good cards.
Yeah.
I'm citing Veilers because everyone is like loading up on tons of Squires for some reason. I don't know why. They're like, like 3 Idea, 3 Item. Like I don't know why they do that. I don't think it's good, but that's what people are doing. So like I'm just gonna go in second and just hope they open a Squire, I open Veiler. But yeah. It's good. This next format's going to be really interesting because when they announce the ban list, if they don't completely I think they have to ban Dante. Like if they limit Skarm, limit Dante, like it is in the at Worlds, I think BA is probably going to win Worlds this year because you don't need more than one Dante. You're just gonna if you can make a Beatrice, then you as long as it doesn't get like DD crowed, which will probably be a sided card, then you literally just win because you can just do this. Like last match, I only made one Dante either game. Like just you don't need. I mean, obviously I play 3, but you don't need it to win. So, but if they completely kill BA and completely kill Monarchs, then Blue Eyes is going to be an insane investment, and it's going to be probably the best deck, and it's going to be everywhere. But if they don't kill both decks, so they either just hurt one a little bit, or if they kill one, whatever, or they just hurt both and don't kill either, any combination of that, then Blue Eyes still is a bad deck.
Yeah.
And so it's just it's real interesting because it's not a bad deck. It just has 2 really, really bad matchups right now. What?
It's really bothering me that cameras are on a different delay.
Aren't what?
Cameras are on a different delay.
Oh, there.
I feel like people
didn't
playing
know
the
this.
Blue Eyes deck, like, even though like some people understand like what the cards do, they
Yeah.
don't understand like what you're supposed to do in the certain situations.
They don't
'cause,
understand
like,
how to win with it.
yeah, they don't know like the win conditions of the deck. Cause like I've been watching all these matches and people are playing Blue Eyes and they're like, well, I guess I'll just like tribute this off and I get to special this and that, and that's all like cool. You got like cool tricks your deck can do, but like you're trying to win the game and like your monsters don't do enough. So you need to like make sure your deck is pushing value out of every monster, literally. Otherwise, you're gonna lose every matchup. Like alternative should just always be popping monsters unless you're attacking for game. It's always just trigger its effect, pop something, make a synchro. Trigger something, pop something, make an overlay.
Yeah.
Like, and I also think that everyone should be playing Brilliant Fusion, but no one wants to play Brilliant Fusion.
Brilliant
And I just think that
Yeah.
like you cut down on Dragon Shrine. I think Dragon Shrine is a poor card because your engine searches
we
everything.
noticed that too. Dragon Shrine isn't that
Dragon
good.
Shrine's a poor card, but
Yeah.
everyone's playing it like it's a strong card, and I think it's really poor. And Brilliant Fusion just kind of is Dragon Shrine. It just dumps in and adds it, and it makes trade in live, makes Card of Consonance live. Gives you a draw of Stardust Charge Warrior, which I just think is insane. That you get to summon a Sage after you Brilliant Fusion, use your additional, add a card, and then Synchro draw a card, and then summon, make Crystal, and you have all these cards that you can dig for Return, which is broken. It's like the other best card.
Yeah,
Like-
I heard Crystal, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. Like Return saves Crystal
Yeah.
Wing from dying by battle or dying by a card effect from like Dark Destroyer or something if it like negates crashes or whatever.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Cosmo. How's the Cosmo Blue Eyes matchup?
If it's Fire King and I go first.
Not Fire King.
Oh, just regular
most,
Cosmo?
Most people aren't playing it. Yeah.
So Demise Cosmo is really difficult if we go second, but it
It's just
gets
'cause
like
of the traps?
you can just grind through traps if you play like with Spirit Dragon and stuff
Yeah.
like in the deck.
I feel like I feel like you're good against them. I'm not sure if I'm right, but if I had to guess, I feel like you're good against the monsters, but bad against the traps. 'Cause
Yeah,
Chaos
bad
Trap
against the
Hole
traps,
And
yeah.
Strike and just like
If
they're
Mirror
all
of the
just
Ice
game.
Barrier said card effect, then like Mirror would just be
Yeah.
the everything. I would just side it versus every deck because it ruins all my bad matchups, basically. Monarchs is just
Or if Trap Zone
give
was a
him a
spell
win.
card.
Yeah. And Spirit banishes Cosmo Town, which is like free. Just like, okay, Cosmo Town's gone again, Cosmo Town's gone again.
Yeah, you can definitely deal with Cosmo. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Because like the engine seems like they float, but it seems like you can deal with it reasonably. Like,
Uh-huh.
they get advantage, but like I don't know. It just seems like you could. But
We're just
like,
playing this castle deck that can just live through cards, but if their deck gets to go faster, I guess.
Yeah.
So like if we can just keep up with them for a period of time, then we just win. Because they don't play enough big monsters. They just play like some big monsters and good traps.
yeah.
This game
Traps seem really hard.
This game is bad. It's over. It's
Yeah.
just like Spirit alternative does not enough.
They forget
it's not
Morpha,
enough.
or what happened? I wasn't paying attention. I just saw.
Aether, I got summoned and I guess tried to pop something. So he has BAs and I think an Erebus.
He has tour.
No, it's
he
tour
wins.
guide. Oh my.
He wins because he won game 1. There are 3 minutes left, and they're in game 2, and I don't think this is looking good for Blue Eyes.
No.
right now, so
He cannot come
Yeah.
back in time. There's no way. There's too many dead cards because he's playing more left arm offering. He's playing Dragon Shrine.
Yeah.
So all of his top decks are like, well, I can dump some dragons. I can add cards, but I need 2 cards in hand to banish, so it sucks. What are they saying in the chat?
did Spoofy say hi to me? Yeah, Nick Ma won this last year. Ben won this year. Ryan got second this year.
Oh.
Ryan's just a worse version of me. I'm joking. Me and Ryan are really close friends.
So this Farfa's gonna just GG him again. This is why I just saw Mirror the Ice Barrier. It just solves the entire problem of playing versus Burning Abyss.
Yeah.
It just solves every problem.
It's just sad. It's sad to watch. Because like, Blue Eyes isn't a bad deck in a vacuum, but we
Yeah.
don't play in a vacuum. We play where BA and Monarchs are legal decks.
Yeah.
And then we get to watch this. We've tried to make this interesting, but it comes down to it.
Yeah.
There's
A lot of people have been also testing the Galaxy Eyes version of the deck, like Blue Eyes.
Galaxy
like,
Soldier.
Yeah,
Or-
Galaxy Soldier. That's
Yeah,
what I meant to say.
I think that card's insane.
Yeah. You
it's
just make a Infinity Harbinger and you're like,
well, yeah,
pass.
Yeah, well, because going second, you can make Pleiades too. Like, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you get rid of monsters, like, which kind of sucks because of card advantage. Like, that's a problem the deck has.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, like, against BA, being able to have a Pleiades just like that's super important because
Definitely.
like that was the only games Ryan won when we were testing where I just opened real poor, like without a Solemn, and he made like turn 1 Pleiades and like a bunch of guys. Like,
Yeah,
open
definitely.
or Soul Charge. And, like Pleiades Maxi is also game.
Anytime you just draw in the soul charge, like after you've digged, it's just
Yeah.
you just win the game. There's no way you lose. If you lose, then like I don't know what happens.
Yeah.
I couldn't help you there.
So what do you think about this Burning Abyss Monarch deck on a different topic?
Huh?
What do you think about this Burning Abyss Monarch deck everyone's playing? What's your
It's
thoughts on it?
insane. It's insane watching like how consistent everyone's just like drawing. There's,
Yeah.
You just draw one engine or you draw the other engine.
I was playing it I was trying to play it, but like the problem is that like the engines aren't really compatible. So like that's the wrong to say, but like they don't work together as well together as you would think, like all the time.
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
when you go first, like if you open like if you open Terror Top, pretty much you just like win with this deck and it's not close. But like it would be really awkward because you'd have like Monarch spells and like Burning Abyss cards, and you would have like Burning Abyss, and then you would like but without protection. And a straight BA deck without protection is actually just not that good because, usually like, the fan writes because you can search Fogblade, and even though Fogblade isn't that good of a trap card like in a vacuum, like it's good enough to like for you to win the game because that stops your opponent just like very, very temporarily, very, very minorly, but that's enough. And the deck can just keep searching them out to stop your opponent. But in the Burning Abyss Monarch deck, if you don't open stone let's say a Monarch hand basically, as if you were just playing regular extra deck Monarchs, or you opened the BA engine with access to Stormforth Aether, then you were just playing a worse BA deck, which is the problem I was facing.
Yeah,
so,
I don't understand what you're talking about.
If you're able to get both engines going, it's by far the best deck. But the problem is that it can't do that consistently. So it's just a different. Every deck is just a different trade-off. So that's the trade-off with BA Monarchs. BA is like you play against Domain, or Kieran is the main. Is like you can't beat that deck at all. And then the trade-off with Monarchs is obviously bricking. Extra deck Monarchs is the best deck if he doesn't brick, but then you can brick often. And then Domain can brick just as often as Extra deck, but it just has different matchups. Like it's better against BA. And then Pendulum. And
I mean, I saw that. Like, I don't know who else saw that walk past. I was just like, I guess, man.
Mark my train of thought.
So.
And then Pendulum loses to Blue Eyes. Like, if you play against Blue Eyes, which some people are playing.
If you play Pendulums and you run into Blue Eyes, I feel bad for the Pendulum deck. This game. But you get to make a Kieran, and that's it.
But then you
like,
get
that's
the
your best
BBA
card.
for free. So it's like every deck, this format just has a different trade-off. And I'm waiting for them to like kill, because if they kill any deck, basically, then that's one less trade-off every other deck has. And then that becomes, it's a lot easier to choose what you play in an event. But right now, there's so many decks and so many different things that there's like so many trade-offs for everything that like you're going to lose to something no matter what deck you pick.
So, Matthew is not dying, but they're in time. So, it almost doesn't matter because he has to clear all the floaters. He has four floaters, basically.
Yeah, he can Barbara them, too. So,
Yeah.
like,
He just passed.
if this game was... if this game came up... Well, he can't target because of Azure
Yeah, he
Eyes.
can't target anything. Oh, it's game. It's just game.
Yeah.
It's just game.
Well,
he just
yeah,
attacked the
it
White
is,
Stone. I
yeah.
forgot it was set.
Oh, Guy. Oh, yeah. I forgot you make Guy. Yeah. I was just about to say if that game came to its natural conclusion, he would win. That Nick Kamal would win anyways. But it
Soul
did.
Charge is neat, but like left arm offering is too risk. Nah, he just won. He just
No, he
attacked the defense position monster this game.
So Nick Kamal wins round 4 feature match against Matthew. Not gonna try to pronounce your last name. Nistico, I guess. Whatever. I tried. So yeah,
I told him to play my deck list. No one ever wants to listen to me. I swear my list was so lit.
You can try building
They just
Blue Eyes so many different ways, but still fold the BA.
my deck list is lit.
The list is actually pretty fucking lit.
So,
So-
I Tweety talks about how lit his deck list is. I'm gonna get off and prepare for next round. See you guys later.